Hello everyone, so today I created this look with the new Colourpop Fame Palette. This is an all cool tone palette. So I have really been searching for just a nice all cool tone palette. I have so many warm palettes that I feel like I just want to get, an all cool tone palette. And I'm just going to repeat myself a billion times. I do have cool tone shades within other palettes that I really like. Honestly, I really like cool tone shades on my eyes. I feel like it complements my eye color a lot. I was really excited when Colourpop came out with this palette. I know that a lot of people kind of gave it some grief and everything because a lot of the shades looked really similar. So I do give you some side-by-side swatches in this video of those shades that look pretty similar to each other, and then I created this look with it. I thought that the look turned out really pretty. Don't mind my nails through this video, they're kind of chipping away a little bit. If you guys are new, hey, my name's Liz. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and then also ring your guys' notification bell so you guys are notified for all my future videos. And if you guys want to see how I liked the Colourpop Fame palette, see how I created this look with it, then just keep watching. Okay, a couple disclaimers before we get started. It is Saturday, so the likelihood that my kids are probably going to be heard in this video are probably pretty high. Alright, so this is the palette right here. So this is the Fame Shadow palette. You got the blue and the purple packaging, and it does kind of have a little, shininess to it. So I think the outside of the packaging is really pretty. And then here is the palette itself. I honestly think it's really cute. It looks like a little carnival on the outside. You got a little ice cream booth, like a little tent. I think it's really pretty. And then you have the names on the back. And then the other thing I like is that you have the names on the inside too. So here is the palette itself. So I honestly think this is really pretty. I've been wanting just a really nice cool tone palette for a really long time. And I'm sure I could probably go through all my palettes and find one with lots of cool tones in it. But this is an all cool tone palette. Did I just spit? There are some colors in here that look pretty similar to me, so I definitely want to do some side-by-side swatches and see if they are the exact same color. But that may be the only complaint that I have, is that you just have very similar tones. This one and this one are pretty similar to each other. So this is Center Stage, and then this one's Delirium. They do just have a very similar tone to them. I guess Center Stage is just a little bit lighter. And then some of these shimmer shades, like these four right here, all look pretty similar as well. So I just want to do side-by-side swatches, see how they look. So I'm first going to start with Center Stage and Delirium. You can tell on my fingers, this one's Center Stage, this one's Delirium. And they're not going to show up too well on my skin because they are pretty light colors, and I'm already, a ghost pretty much. So I don't know how well you can see those on my arm, but Center Stage is pretty yellow, and then Delirium actually does have like a brown tint to it. Again, I don't know how well you can see that, but they are pretty different. And then the other two that look pretty similar to me is Razzle and Stardom. So I'm going to swatch those. There they are on my fingers. This is Razzle, this is Stardom. So they do have really nice pigment to them. So I guess Razzle is more of like just a brown. So they are different. They're not exactly the same. And then I want to swatch these shimmery shades right here. So we got Extravaganza. These do feel really nice. The Most, Dazzle, and Debutante. So there they are swatched on my fingers. And there they are on my arms. So they are different. This one is more of a champagne-y color. You got a little bit more of a pink with this one, more of a bronze, and then this one's actually kind of cool. It's like a purpley silver kind of color. So overall, with them being similar, yes. Are they exactly the same? No. Do I think that they make a difference even with the little bit of color difference to them? Yes. The pigment, I think, is really awesome. I mean, those mattes are pretty pigmented, and then these shimmer shades are pretty awesome in my opinion. I am really excited to get my hand going in this. I am going to get these swatches off of my arm, and then let's get started. All right, I am just priming my lids with the Catrice Camouflage Concealer. I do this so that all the veins get covered on my lids, and it gives the shadow a nice base to start on. And I'm going to go into center stage. I'm going to take my Morphe M535, and I am just going to use this to set my lids. The one thing that I find annoying is that it doesn't have a mirror, so you have to pick up another mirror or use another mirror. It's just so much more convenient when they have mirrors on them. And then with that same brush, I am going to go right into Razzle, this shade right here. There is a little bit of kickback. Don't know how well you can see that. Nothing too bad in my opinion. I'm just throwing this into my crease and using this as a transition shade. Next, I want to jump into Stardom. I'm going to take this on a Morphe R39, and I'm just going to use that to deepen up the outer corners. And then I'm just going back in with my original brush, no extra product on it, and I'm just buffing out these edges. And then on a more defined brush, I'm taking this Sigma E45. I'm gonna take this shade Blaze, I think it's called. Blaze. I can't read words. I'm gonna go into the darkest shade right here. It's called a Lifestyle, and I'm gonna basically just I'm gonna run this along my lash line, and I'm just being a little messy with it. It doesn't need to be perfect since a lot of it is going to be covered up anyways. And then I think I'm gonna take this color right here. This is called Posh. It's like a purpley taupey kind of color. So I'm gonna take some concealer on the back of my hand. I've done this technique a couple times in some of my videos. I'm gonna take a little flat brush like this. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of concealer, and basically I'm just gonna put this everywhere where I want my shimmer shadow to be. And then I'm gonna take this Colourpop brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Posh. I just want to try with just a flat brush, no setting spray or anything on it first, and I want to see how that applies. So my brush does pick quite a bit of this up, but it's definitely not, I mean, as metallic as I would like it to be. I'm gonna spray my brush. And then I'm taking a little bit of Stardom on this little definer brush, and I'm just gonna kind of run this between my outer V and that shimmery shade. All right, and then I'm just gonna do this same thing to the other side of my lid. I'm also just gonna go on and throw on my foundation, concealer, and all that good stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just threw basically my face makeup on, so I'm going to jump right back on into the eyes. And I am going to take Razzle and Stardom. I'm going to mix those together on my Morphe E18, and I'm going to run that under my lower lash line. Alright, that's all that I'm going to do for my lower lash line. I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eye. I'm going to use this shade called Extravaganza. I'm going to take my Morphe E36, place this on the inner corners of my eyes, and then I'm also going to use this as a brow bone highlight. And then I'm going to jump on into some liner. I'm going to take my Makeup Geek liner in the shade Obsidian, and then I'm going to take my Physicians Formula eyeliner, and I'm going to curl my lashes and throw on some mascara with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Alright, and then I'm just going to throw on this lipstick. This is the Jeffree Star. I think it's called the Lip Ammos. This is in Celebrity Skin. And I'm not going to like go on full out with this. I'm just going to do more like a blotted lip. So I just basically tap it on like that. All right, and that is it. That is the look using the Colourpop Fame Palette. I'm actually really liking how it came out. I thought that the shadows blended really well, and I also really like the shimmery shadows in them as well. I just like these tones. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to be traveling with this. I'm going to be going out of town next week and then a couple weeks after that, so I feel like I'm probably going to bring this with me every single time. I just really liked the way it blended. I liked the way the shimmery shade applied. It's just an overall nice palette, and it's just different. I like that it's not another warm palette. I like that it's cooler and it's just got your neutrals, and you also got, you know, some pops of purples, some greens, and it's just fun. So I really enjoyed this palette. If you like Colourpop's palettes and you're looking for a more cool tone palette, I would say pick this up. The shades aren't all the same. I know that that was a big thing with some of the comments that I read online. Everybody was saying that every shade looked the same, and honestly, in the pan, yeah, sure, they do look really similar. Applied, I think that they look a lot different. There's just different undertones to them, and to me, it's not a big deal. They're not all the same, in my opinion. If you're looking for a cool tone palette, I would say go ahead and pick this one up. I believe it was like $16, maybe $20, between $16 and $20. I'm not totally positive. I'll leave it on the screen somewhere right here so you can see how much it costs, but I really enjoyed it. Let me know your guys' thoughts and feelings on the palette in the comments below. I want to know what you guys think. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time. Bye.